Welcome back. Today we return to the dark and perverted world of Dr. Albert Beck in the 5th installment of the Stalked By My Doctor franchise. Unfortunately, it's not the crossover we were all hoping for, but it will suffice. Last time we saw Albert, he was getting his brains turned into grilled cheese. But it's going to take more than a little electroshock therapy to keep this old pervert down. Man, this guy's escaped from the loony bin more times than a Batman villain. A free man once again, Albert decides to follow the latest trend and begins squatting inside a vacant home. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and add that to his ever-growing list of crimes.
You're supposed to treat your body like a temple, not a temple of doom. We only want the best.
Just when you think Dr. Beck couldn't get any more ghoulish, he has to go do some wacky shit like this. But unfortunately for him, his twisted little tea party is about to be interrupted by the home's new owners. The paperboy just dumped his bag in the street and went home to play Baldur's Gate. Looks like it's time for Albert to meet his new roommates. A single mother named Maggie, and her daughter Alex, who suffers from a heart condition. I think we know where this is going. As the old adage goes, the freaks come out at night, and tonight is no exception. Albert slithers out of his little hidey hole in the attic and does some creeping under the cover of night.
My dear, sweet Alex. I'm watching over you.
Yeah, that's really comforting.
I'm watching over you.
Pretty creepy, huh? Oof, she's gonna be wondering why her forehead smells like Fix-A-Dent in the morning.
Please, don't scream. Don't worry.
Can you take that gnarled talon off of my mouth, please?
I could never hurt you.
Ugh, it smells like Ben Gay.
My name is Albert. Albert Beck. I'm a surgeon. I was a surgeon.
Then I pretended to be a pediatrician for a while, and, well, it's a long story. I see you're not familiar with the franchise.
What are you doing here?
I saw the place was empty, and I didn't have any place to stay.
No place to stay.
The hospital I was at, I was cured, so I left.
I'm pretty sure your doctors wouldn't agree with that assessment.
I just needed them. I needed them to love me.
My poor Albert. So sweet. Who couldn't love you? I won't tell.
It all turns out to be just another one of Albert's sleepwalking wet dreams. But before he can grab a Kleenex off the bedside table, he hears Alex's mother begin to stir in the next room. And he quickly hides behind the door like a bad sitcom. She's thinking, I wonder why it smells like Ben Gay in here. Now, time for the dastardly doctor to make his daring escape. The next night, when she's home alone, Alex begins experiencing chest pains. Never fear, Dr. Perv is here. The sight of an incapacitated young woman sends Albert's lizard brain into overdrive, and he snaps into action.
Pulse is weak.
Albert manages to stifle himself from kissing Alex's forehead again and calls 911. He then quickly vacates the premises to avoid any pesky questions from the authorities. But Albert doesn't know the meaning of the word quit, so he heads straight over to the hospital and engages in an act of subterfuge. Wow, that was fast. After a little creepin' and peepin', Albert gets some intel on Alex's condition, and the prognosis is not good.
Finding a suitable donor is going to be extremely challenging. Oh, God. I added Alex's name to the transplant list, so I'll keep you involved as it develops. In the meantime, I recommend hiring an at-home nurse to keep an eye on her, help out. We can't count on the Good Samaritan being there again. Okay, I'll have the nurses leave a referral.
Thank you.
Well, fancy seeing you here.
Me choosing your home, meeting you, and you needing a new heart. I'll get you that heart, Alex. I'll even do the surgery myself to prove how much I love you. Chris McCoy.
Albert decides to do some of his patented social engineering in order to finagle his way into Alex's life. Which is a nice way of saying that he's going to snuff out an elderly wet nurse and steal her job. That's our Albert. He's really just gone full ghoul mode, hasn't he?
Oh, no. What are you doing in my house?
Is your name Chris?
Who the hell are you?
I'm from Midhaven General. I'm here to notify you there's been a misunderstanding regarding your referral. The family won't be needing your services, so I'm here to take your place.
Man, this is a really f***ed up ad for Boniva.
Man, oh man. You did that to yourself.
All in a day's work for this old creep.
Hi. I didn't know anyone else was here. I'm a friend of Chris's. You know, she had an accident. She tripped, she fell. You scared me, you dummy. Hello, this is Chris McCoy.
Lucky for him, she had a gender-neutral name, huh?
Hi.
Yeah, the hospital said you might be calling.
Are you available?
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow?
Available.
Noon?
Yes, ma'am. Maggie. I'm Nurse McCoy, but you can call me Chris.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I just... Well, I wasn't expecting...
That's all right, I've heard it all before. But experience only comes with time, right?
That's true. Please, come in.
I'd love to.
I guess now we can add wet nurse to his list of fake job titles.
This app gives me live updates on your pacemaker. That way, I'll be alerted if ever anything goes wrong. Also, it has a GPS, so it keeps track of you if you sleepwalk. You don't sleepwalk, do you?
Remember the last movie?
How about some tea? I make a mean chamomile.
Sure, that sounds good.
Oh, those are lovely.
Yeah, they were in my hospital room with no card.
Well, whoever sent them, they think you're very special.
Real smooth, Albert. Much to Albert's chagrin, he finds out that Alex has a boyfriend.
Alex's boyfriend? Must be the nurse.
Yeah, hi. I'm Chris McCoy.
Here's your tea.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for the flowers. They're beautiful.
Flowers?
They
Yeah.
were from you, right?
Yeah, of course. No, they should have left a card. There wasn't a card?
Mm-mm.
Huh. So lame.
Well, they really made my day.
I'm glad.
The presence of young Beefcake throws Albert into a jealous rage, and he slips into another one of his violent daydreams where he dispatches Alex's boyfriend for being a dirty, lying fibber.
You liar! Liar, liar, liar! I brought all the flowers! I left those flowers for her!
I left him for you. It was me.
So hard.
He should probably get a CAT scan. Later that night, Albert consults with his new best friend, the CPR dummy, in order to narrow down a list of potential candidates for Alex's heart transplant.
Non-smoker, no underlying disease. She might be just what the doctor ordered.
Oof, you knew that line was coming at some point.
She's got a dating profile.
Thank you. You really don't have to do all of this.
Don't be silly. The fastest way to heal is to keep your strength up.
Looks like someone's got a secret admirer.
No, I just enjoyed
Your phone? Looks like you've got plans with a special someone tonight.
Oh, that.
Looking forward to meeting you tonight, followed by lots of heart emojis and a few others.
It's nothing, just a first date.
Albert doesn't have the best track record with first dates.
I think you need to see a therapist.
Thank you for the enlightened analysis, you fat-ass bitch. Any news on your Good Samaritan?
No. Now my mom's thinking someone saw me from the backyard. Why would anyone be back here?
Well, maybe they saw you from there.
Or maybe through a vent from the attic. I mean, just forget I said that.
Maybe. I just wish I knew who it was so I could thank them.
Yeah? What would you say?
I thank them for noticing me. You know, they had no idea who I was, and they still cared enough to help me. That's unconditional. Like it was with my dad.
Well, he's certainly old enough to be your dad. Maybe even your grandfather.
What else?
I tell them that they have no reason to be afraid to come forward and reveal who they are.
Oh, trust me, there's plenty of reasons.
Maybe they did something in the past, but... doesn't matter because they still have a really good heart. They prove that by caring about someone they didn't even know.
Later that night, Albert meets up with the undoubtedly unstable woman he matched with on eHarmony. I told you.
Tell me about you, Chris.
Oh, not much to tell. I'm in the medical profession.
A doctor.
Well, a nurse.
A male nurse. You don't see too many of those.
Oh, we're more common than you think. So tell me about you. Divorced, kids.
Never married, so no in the kids department. That I know of.
You know, I was wondering what kind of sad weirdo would agree to a date with Albert, and now I'm starting to get the picture.
Look, Chris, you seem like the type of guy who goes after what he wants.
Oh, I am.
I'm the same way. I'm not one for wasting time. When I want something, I go get it. That scares a lot of guys off. Probably the reason I'm still single.
Probably.
So, what do you say we cut through all this pre-foreplay crap and get to the good stuff? Your place or mine?
Definitely mine.
That CPR doll has no idea of the horrors that are about to be visited upon it.
Oh.
Oh.
That's just for work. Hey.
Kinky.
Good lord, I was just joking, but the movie actually went there. This nutty bitch is down for anything, apparently. Ah, too cliche. Oh, great, now she's dancing. Too messy.
Cheers!
You know it's bad when even Albert thinks you're too weird.
Rare.
Stop dancing.
This. I knew you were fun.
You didn't tell me you were a cop.
Detective, actually. I don't mention it because the idea of a strong woman turns a lot of guys off.
Right. I have to go.
We'll take a rain check.
I absolutely will.
Don't for a second think you're getting away that easy.
Albert sets his sights on the next potential unwilling donor, Dr. Carlisle. After failing to locate the good doctor on the Grindr app, Albert decides to go straight to the source and books an appointment through his office.
What if he figures out what you're doing? I would just hate if anything happened to you because of me.
That is so sweet. But everything's gonna be fine. He's a match. That's all that matters. It'll be fine.
So, Mr. Johnson.
Great alias. He told him his first name was Hugh.
My service noted you were having violent thoughts.
Well, homicidal outbursts would be a more accurate way of putting it.
I do think that we need to set up weekly meetings to discuss these voices.
Wow, this was a step in the right direction. Maybe now Albert can finally get the help that he needs.
Anything more physical.
Oh, or he could just do that, I guess. Meanwhile, back at the house, Maggie discovers Albert's soiled prison jumpsuit, which for some reason he left just laying around. Huh?
Buddy! Where you going?
Stay back! Stay back!
Look,
Stay
there's
back!
nowhere left to run. Be reasonable here. I can't have you damaging that heart. I need it.
You're insane!
Man, Cenk Uygur is pissed.
Meant to love you, isn't it, Doc?
Judgmental? You want to hear judgmental?
Sure.
How about this? You're a hyperneurotic, egotistical, narcissistic freak!
You forgot fugitive and pervert.
Prepare to go to jail for the rest of your life, you son of a...
Well, that heart's no good.
Out of options, Albert devises a dastardly plan to use Alex's boyfriend as the donor. He's so proud of himself. It's tea time. Dr. Beck went to the Bill Cosby School of Mixology.
Nice. Knock, knock. Oh, Scott, hi. I didn't know you were here.
Oh, hey, man.
Well, I made tea.
You can have mine, Scott.
I'm good. No, I insist. Plenty of herbs in this stuff. Good for everybody. Here you go, pal.
If you insist.
Hey, wake up. Hey, Scott. Scott, wake up. Scott.
You should have some more tea.
What are you talking about? Something's wrong with Scott. We have to call an ambulance.
Actually, everything is just right.
What are you talking about? Something's wrong with Scott. I can't wake him up.
I know. That's because he's sedated. He'll be fine. I found it, Alex. I found your heart, and it was right in front of me the whole time. I didn't even know it.
Did you read that in a Hallmark card?
Scott! He's a match! I can save you again!
Again?
I was the one, Alex. I was the one who found you that night. I called 911.
After some light groping, of course.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll fix everything.
Meanwhile, Alex's mom is at the police station to report the jumpsuit she found in her attic.
I need some help.
Oh great, Officer Boozebag is on the case.
What's it say?
Well, it looks like this place got hit by a pretty bad fire. Now they're thinking it was arson, probably set by one of the patients. It looks like a few of the inmates were unaccounted for. Hospital folks thought they must have burned up in the fire, but guess one of them got away and decided to squat at your place.
Do you have photos of them?
Let me see.
Pardon me while I take a sip of water here. What the fuck is that? Whoever this woman is, she needs to be moved to the top of the most wanted list immediately. Look at those eyes. Nightmarish. When we check back in with Dr. Beck, he's gearing up for the big switcheroo.
Look, Brett, you're under arrest.
Alex! Stop! Alex! Wait!
She's not here.
Oh God. Where could he have taken her?
I might have an idea.
Now, I haven't done this in a while, so...
And I've undergone electroshock therapy several times in the last few years, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm pretty sure this one's called a scalpel.
Scott, wake up!
Knock it off, I'm sleeping, babe.
That's it! Come on!
Albert Beck, come out with your hands up!
I'm doing this for you! For us! Gail!
It's over, Beck!
Hi, sexy. How about that rain check?
There's an Olive Garden right down the street, and guess who's got a Groupon? Yeah, sure, just move in dangerously close and then immediately take your eyes off the target.
Down, officer, down! Check over there.
Looks like that slippery old pervert managed to escape once again.
Clear.
Unfortunately, we lost Officer Boozebag in the line of duty. Yeah, we know it's Albert. Just cut to the chase already.
Please, someone help me.
Hey, it's me, Albert.
Just a tad more anesthesia.
Yes, doctor. Please, someone help me.
I could never hurt you, Alex. I'm here to save you.
Oh, be careful, baby. Something wrong?
No. The surgery was a huge success, except...
What?
We just found Dr. Caldera in the men's room. Found him unconscious. He didn't perform the transplant. Someone else did.
I told you. It was back. He saved me just like he said he would.
Yeah, what a great and noble man. You do not want to know what Albert had to do to hitch that ride.
Yeah, like any of these guys are gonna give you a ride.
Hey, alright, Albert Durden is back.
Hell are you doing here, man? I got ridden back in the asylum. I was on sabbatical. I mean, let's face it, man, we needed a break from each other. Well, I don't need you anymore. I'm cured. I'd hardly call what happened back there cured. Hey! Hey! Hey, where you headed?
He just saw the ass, gas, or grass bumper sticker on the back of the truck.
Hey, can I have a ride?
Well, sure. Come on in.
Thanks, pal.
I usually don't pick up hitchers, but...
You got some awful purty lips.
Here.
I gotta say, you travel an awful light. Never seen a hitcher with no baggage.
Oh, he's got baggage. Plenty. New fresh new start. New place, new clothes, new me.
Sounds like you got woman troubles.
How'd you know?
I've had mine too.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's plenty of unmarked graves across the country to prove it.
Certainly are.
Well, where are you headed to?
Anywhere but here.
I've been there too.
Good lord, these two should just move in together. I feel like anything you say, this guy will just reply with, "Yeah, me too, brother."
Here we go.
Ask him if he has any teenage daughters. Just thinking ahead.
Well, that about wraps up this episode, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and feel free to stalk me in the comments section. I'll see you all next time.
You're supposed to treat your body like a temple, not a temple of doom.